Hey, what's up everybody, Faith here, welcome back to a new video. Today we'll be going through episode 29 of Pokemon Scarlet. Let's get into it. Last episode we started and finished going through the entire math class inside of the Naranja Academy of Pokemon Scarlet. This time, we're gonna get through history. Let's get started. Yeah, let's get started on it now. So, childhood history this time. We got history, languages, battle studies, art, and home ec. Let's start with history. Yes, history with Miss Radford. I need a shower after this is done. Oh, I see we have some new students here with us today. My name is Ryford. I will be the one to impart knowledge of the past to your little minds. History is a wonderful thing, truly splendid. The lives of our ancestors throughout history forged the path to the present in which we live. Today you shall learn about the most mysterious location of all of Paldea, the Great Crater. As you are all aware, a massive crater known as the Great Crater of Paldea exists in the heart of our region. The area inside this crater is called Area Zero, and research of its geological strata and material composition has shown that the crater is in fact over 1 million years old. It was long believed that a certain something rested at the bottom of this mysterious crater. That's crazy. Aha, perfect timing to make eye contact now, Fate. Answer me this. What exactly was believed to rest in the depths of the Great Crater inside Area Zero? I don't know. Treasure? That is correct. You are a surprisingly clever one, aren't you? I see you did your homework prior to coming to my class. That's right. Some believe that a treasure more valuable than anything else in this world rested in the depths of the Great Crater. So much for dreams of treasure hunting, though, as a lab has been built in those very same depths. Oh, and before I forget, you would all do well to remember that the Great Crater and Area Zero are both off limits to all those but who have official business there. Do not dare entertain the foolish notion of gallivanting off to Area Zero in search of riches. It is no place for children dreaming of treasure and adventure. Besides, if it were at all possible to investigate the area, I would surely be the first to do so. Oh, is that the time already? I must have gotten swept up in filling your minds with knowledge. This ends today's lesson. We will unravel more of history's enigmas together next time. So guys, it is way too early in the morning for me to be reading. Especially that much. God. That was like maybe 2-3 minutes. Yeah, sure is Miss Radford. Radford or something. If I had taken a shower before this recording, it probably would have turned out way better. That way I would be good. Maybe I'd be more awake and stuff. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now a part of history. Today we will continue to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us. About 2,000 years ago, this region came under the rule of the Paldean Empire. Historical accounts describe the Paldean Emperor as being quite the dictator. This emperor also zealously believed the legend of the treasure that rests deep within Area Zero. I must mention that the civilizations of our ancestors were not as developed as ours is today. People back then were far more likely to believe in mysterious legends, magic, and beings beyond human comprehension. In an attempt to gain the power to stand against Paldea's neighboring countries, the Emperor sent people in droves to join the hunt for the fabled treasure of Area Zero. Perfect time to make eye contact, young Fate. Answer me this. Approximately how many years ago was it that the Paldean Empire began to rule this region? I don't know. 2000? Yeah, that is correct. Yes, I did. You are a surprisingly clever one, aren't you? I see you're listening intently to my lecture. The answer is about 2,000 years ago. That is when the great era of exploration began. However, it is said that not a single adventurer sent out by the Emperor ever reached the depths of Area Zero. Was it the punishing journey itself that barred their way, or perhaps some unknown creature? The resounding failure of this great era of exploration almost certainly heightened the air of mystery surrounding the crater. Oh, what I wouldn't give to explore Area Zero in its untouched state at that time. I suppose I can only hope for a swift invention of a time. I suppose I can only hope for the swift invention of a time machine. Oh ho, is that the time already? I must have gotten swept up in filling your minds with knowledge. This ends today's lesson. We will unravel more of history's enigmas together next time. Alright, let's take History 3. Got one bag of fun here. My nose is bleeding so much this morning. This thing doesn't taste like it usually does. Still good though. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday, it is now a part of history. Today we will continue to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us. As you should remember from our last class, Area Zero's great era of exploration began about 2,000 years ago. This era lasted for approximately 1,000 years, and not a single soul was able to venture all the way to the deepest depths of Area Zero, deepest reaches of Area Zero. Having poured much of its human and financial resources into the exploration of Area Zero for so long, the Paldean Empire fell into decline. 200 years later, or 800 years ago, the Empire and its surrounding nations united into one entity. This was the formation of Paldea as we know it today. Ah yes, this very academy where you're now filling your young minds with knowledge was also apparently established at that time. In fact, this school building, though entirely having undergone repairs through the years, is just as it was when it was built so long ago. Its very structure is a piece of history. Things of old are truly splendid. I would certainly prefer if not to have a Pokeball portion though, a relatively new addition. Aha, perfect time to make eye contact, young Fate. Let's see if you've been listening to my lecture. Tell me, approximately how many years ago was this academy of ours established? 800 years ago. Correct. I see the look of concentration on your face. Indeed just that. I hate nothing more than when a student only pretends to listen. This academy was constructed exactly 805 years ago. be precise. In other words, their academy here is 805 years old. At the time, it offered state-of-the-art facilities and a uniquely innovative curriculum. As such, people used to say, those seeking knowledge need look no further than the oranges of Paldea. That's right, they were referring to Naranja Academy. It is said that this proverb of sorts was even used outside of the Paldea region. Oh, is that the time already? I must have gotten swept up in filling your mind with knowledge. This ends today's lesson. Our next class will be our midterm exam. Bring the wonders of history to the forefront of your minds in preparation. Fucking hate that she says that. Fucking hate that she says she's filling our minds with knowledge. Fucking hate that. Greetings, my little students. It is time for our midterm examination. Summon your historical knowledge from the dark recesses of your mind and answer the question. What is the name of the geological formation in the center of the Paldea region? Great Crater of Paldea. What was long believed to rest in the treasure? How many years ago did the Paldean Empire begin to rule this region? Approximately 2,000 years ago. How many years ago was this academy built? 805. Those seeking blank need look no further than the wonders of Paldea. Knowledge? Your time is up. Put your writing utensils down. That last question was a freebie. Even the least capable of you surely padded your score there. I sincerely hope you did anyway. So ends our midterm examination. You may ask for your scores at the school's front desk. Get 3 questions correct to pass the midterm, and 4 questions correct to pass the final. See how you did on your history test. Answer 5 questions correct. It's a passing score. Congratulations. Miss Ryford asked us to give this reward to any student who passed this exam. Yay, keep doing your best. Dog. We need to get this buff. Damn. Speed? Who's a bit of a speedster? Alright, health. If anyone needs help, Joe can feel. Physical attack? Oh, that's all you, homie. Defense. Guess I'll bump all these on you. Special attack? Oh, those are all you, homie. Special defense. I'll give that to, I'm guessing you. And speed. Guess I'll give it to you as well. Alright, go for history again. Yep. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday, it is now a part of history. I was hoping to continue unraveling the marvels that history has presented to us today. However, I imagine your ability to concentrate has been spectacularly derailed by my midterm. suppose changing things up for fun and variety may be a good idea every now and then. So allow me to tell you an old fairy tale that has been passed down in Paldea for generations. Once upon a time, there was a king who very much enjoyed collecting treasure. He was particularly fond of treasures from other countries. One day, a merchant from the east heard rumors of this king and came to meet him. The merchant laid out 4 treasures in front of the treasure-loving king. The 4 treasures were as follows: a vessel, a sword, a set of tablets, and a set of beads. Seeing such rarities before him, the king leaped for joy. He showered the merchant with gold coins and claimed all 4 of the treasures for himself. Aha, perfect time to make eye contact, young Fate. Answer me this. I said that one of the treasures was a set of tablets. What do you think these tablets were? Wooden planks for riding on? Correct. Your daily pursuit of knowledge serves you well. These particular tablets were wooden and used as a writing medium in the East in ancient times. As you may know, they fell out of popular use as paper became more universally available. I think that's a typo. Pretty sure it's supposed to say as paper becomes more universally available, but okay. Can't really blame me for slipping up there. For the king to consider these paper substitutes treasures. What the fuck? For the king to consider these paper substitutes treasures, they must have been of superb quality. That, or perhaps they had some amazingly profound teachings written on them. So the king obtained these 4 treasures, and on that very night, it is said that a terrible disaster rained down upon his castle, reducing it to rubble by dawn. Oh, is that the time already? I wasn't done with my story, but alas, so ends today's lesson. If you are interested in how the story ends, you may come see me outside class hours. Yeah, that's not happening. Sorry. Damn, man. These chips are good. Getting tired of her saying the same fucking line every time we enter the classroom just because the creators of this game were too lazy to actually go in and change anything about it. It's kind of ridiculous. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday, it is now a part of history. Today we will continue to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us. I trust that you all remember our lesson before the midterm exam concerning the Great Crater of Paldea and its interior Area Zero. This mysterious crater captured the imaginations of many, including the former Paldean Emperor. 200 years ago, a group of explorers claimed to have finally reached its depths. The name of the team that achieved this great feat was the Area Zero Expedition. The team is said to have made up of Paldeans, best and brightest. God. Skilled battlers, brilliant researchers, talented individuals of all kinds. Among the list of team members was the name of a man who was an author and brilliant natural historian, he. After returning from the expedition to Area Zero, he used his literary talent to record the events of the expedition and publish them. Aha, perfect timing to make eye contact, young Fate. Let's see if you were paying attention. What was the name of the team that first made it to the deepest reaches of the Great Crater? Area Zero Expedition. Correct. To pick up on and remember a term I simply slipped into the flow of the lecture. You really are quite the clever one. The correct name for this team was the Area Zero Expedition. The record of their activities written by the expedition member Keith can be found in bookstores and the like even today. This record is now known as the Scarlet Book. At the time, the entire region of Paldea was absolutely buzzing about Area Zero. The Scarlet Book was so popular that practically everyone had a copy. However, the book itself was full of fantastical descriptions and illustrations of things that could never be thought of as real. The masses began to call Heap a liar. Even the truth of the expedition making it to the bottom of the crater was called into question. The Scarlet Book was condemned to the shelves of used bookstores as just another book of wild, paranormal stories. There's a copy on one of the bookshelves on the ground floor of the entrance hall. Feel free to have a read if you're interested. Oh, is that the time already? You must have gotten swept up in filling your minds with knowledge. Fucking hate that one. This ends today's lesson. We will unravel more of history's enigmas together next time. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now a part of history. Today is our last class, so I would like to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us one last time. In our last class, I taught you about the Area Zero expedition of 200 years ago, correct? Alas, 200 years is not that long ago. Not that long ago at all. How unfortunately that our history lessons must march so inexorably towards the future. Would it not be more of an adventure to march toward the past instead? To start from our present and study history in reverse? It might be hard to follow. Indeed, it may be difficult to understand the flow of events, how one thing leads to another. If we were to trace history in reverse, I suppose I have no choice but to let the flow of time carry us toward the future. In this last class of ours, I shall fill your minds with the history of the terrestrial phenomenon. The technology behind Tera Orbs has its origins in Area Zero. Even after the Area Zero expedition supposedly reached the crater's deepest depths, others continued to explore that area. And around 140 years ago, Pokémon cloaked in a mysterious light were discovered there. As you may have already guessed, these were in fact terrestrialized Pokémon. However, when those who discovered these Pokémon brought them out of Area Zero, the light faded, and the terrestrial phenomenon remained a mystery for quite some time. However, 10 years ago, it might as well be present day. A certain someone you have definitely heard of unraveled this mystery. Aha, perfect timing to make eye contact, young Fate. Answer me this. What is the name of the famous professor who unraveled the terrestrial phenomenon mystery? Professor Sada? Correct. To think that you, a new transfer to our academy, could correctly answer this question. You must be very diligent in your studies. Approximately 10 years ago, a professor named Sada unraveled the mystery of the terrestrial phenomenon. She discovered that the shining crystals down in Area Zero, or rather the energy they emit, is what causes Pokemon to terrestrialize. This led the professor to invent Tera Orb technology and develop a practical use for it. This technology was then shared with both the Pokemon League and our academy. Rumor has it that Director Clavel was one of the researchers on the professor's team. Alas, this story is much less exciting now that someone we all know appears in it. Modern history truly is dull, isn't it? Thus ends my history classes. Our next session will be our final exam. Bring the wonders of history to the forefront of your minds in preparation. Just like any kid would in a real school, you got snacks and shit all around you for this test. Alright, the final grade. Greetings, my little students. It is time for our final examination. Summon your historical knowledge from the dark recesses of your minds and answer these questions. What is the area called within the Great Crater of Paldea called? Area 0. How many years ago was this academy founded? 805. Which of these did not appear in the Paldean fairy tale about the 4 treasures? The Folding Fan. Which Area 0 expedition member wrote the record of this team's activities? Keith. How many years ago did Professor Sada invent Tera Orbs? 10. Your time is up. Put your writing utensils down. You must excuse that last question. It is too shallow and ridiculous to be on a history test. But alas, the director forced me to include it. So ends our final examination. You may ask for your scores at the school's front desk. Great. Feels great to get a test out of the way, doesn't it? Let's take a look at your results. Alright. This will determine whether or not I finish history, or if I have to retake the final. I mean, it took me, what, like 3 tries before I could actually pass the math final? You must get 3 questions to correct. You must get 3 questions correct to pass the midterm exam, and 4 questions correct to pass the final exam. See how you did on your history test. You answered 5 out of 5 questions correctly. That's a passing score. Congratulations. Miss Ryford asked us to give this reward to any students who passed the exam. There we go. Keep doing your best. I'm built different, man. Aced that shit first try. Can't compete with this. Straight up. Alright. And on that note, with 30 minutes of recording, I'm going to end the video off here, guys. So if you like what you saw, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. If you want to check out my other socials, go to the about section of the channel, or to the description of this video and all my other videos. And with that all being said, my name is Fate. This has been episode 29 of Pokemon Scarlet, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.